How's it going, guys? Welcome to day 2 of our 5 days of giveaways promotional series where we're going to have 5 videos, and at the end of each video we're giving away a special prize to you. Now, just in case this is the first time you're watching this series, make sure to go back and look at the first video. It's on our YouTube channel. Okay, basically in this series we're going from not knowing or having any idea what to sell on Amazon to having a successful product and managing your booming Amazon business. Each day, we're giving away a cool prize. Now, yesterday's video, day 1, was about how to pick a product to sell on Amazon. Again, check that out if you missed it. We found a product called AMPK, I believe, Activator is the name of that product, and we're going to do some more research into that today. Now, before we get started, let's announce the winner from yesterday. Can we do a drum roll? I don't have a drum roll button right here. So the prize from yesterday was 3 months free of the Helium 10 Platinum plan. That's a $97 per month. So my computer, like mine, says that that's almost $300. How much exactly? I don't know. It's towards the end of the day here, guys. I'm kind of tired here. All right. So the winner, let me go ahead and see. Let me see if I can make my camera smaller. Okay, let me pull this over. I got a screenshot here. Hopefully you guys can see this. It's working. The winner was from Vonda Lowry. Vonda Lowry. And she says Cerebro is her favorite tool of Helium 10. You're able to put your Aysen in and then compare it to multiple other competitor Aysens that are similar to your product. This can help you identify where some of the competitors are making a lot of their money. I always rank the keyword phrases by exact match and identify some phrases that I might want to spend more PPC money on, or identify phrases that I want to get more traffic to by utilizing the Cerebro IQ score. Keep up the great work, Helium 10 team. All right, thank you very much. Vonda, you are the winner. Let me put my screen back up here. All right, so thank you very much. Now, today's prize, what is it? I'm not going to let you guys know. You're going to have to stay until the very end, and you're going to find out what the prize is and how you can be eligible to win it, okay? So what is today's topic? It's about keyword research. But check out really quick, speaking of keyword research, in our description down below, you're going to see something called the Ultimate Guide to Amazon. Yeah, the Ultimate Guide to Amazon Keyword Research. And that's going to give you an in-depth beginner's guide to your keyword research that you're going to do for your Amazon listing. So make sure to go ahead and check that out. All right, now let's go ahead and get started here on today's video. As I had said before, we did a AMPK activator, right? All right, let me just fix my screen here. Let's see here. All right, there we go. All right, so let me go ahead and look. Here's the product. I believe that we found Life Extension AMPK Metabolic Activator, and we did some research. We did some validation. It seemed like there's some potential there. AMPK, yeah. So let's go ahead and look at that search to refresh our memory. Here it is. There's quite a few products on here, but if you remember the metrics that we saw, a lot of them had low number of reviews, low ratings, so it looked like there's some potential here. So I just want to start doing my keyword research. Where do I start? I'm just guessing, that one of the main keywords, it just makes sense because look at how it's in a lot of their titles, is maybe AMPK Metabolic Activator. So maybe the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go into Magnet, which is our keyword research tool. And I want to just find out what keywords might be related to AMPK Metabolic Activator. Hopefully I spelled that right. And let's go ahead and search. Now for the big niches, you can come up with 2,000-3,000 keywords that it might be related to. How many? This one only came up with 129. It's a very narrow, might be a newer niche, and you could see that because look at all these reviews are so low, like less than 100. Here's 14, 25, 61, which again is one of the things that we're looking for. So I'm just going to briefly browse over some of these keywords. That's interesting. Berberine milk thistle. No idea what that is, but look, there's a couple words here for berberine milk thistle, active PK capsules, active PK reviews. That's something that you might not think about, okay? This keyword of reviews comes up a lot in searches. Now, you might not have thought that that's a normal, a normal search term, right? But there's good volume there. I remember the last company I worked for was actually a diet pill company, and probably like the number 2 or 3 most searched word was that company's name plus reviews. All right. 'Cause remember, a lot of people nowadays are using Amazon as kind of like a search engine. Instead of going to Google, they'll actually search, on Amazon, and they might be searching for the reviews. So active PK reviews is something. Let me see what else here. Whoa, I'm not even going to try and pronounce that. But this berberine, that's kind of interesting. Berberine is coming up a lot here. Let me see. What else do we have here? PK activator, AMPK activators, AMPK enzyme. What in the world? Berberine is like all over the place. Let me actually see here. If you look actually here, look at this. Word frequency count. This tells you which keyword, one single word comes up the most out of all these keyword phrases. And look, berberine is number 1. That is interesting. All right. I'm going to, you know what? I'm going to take a look at that as well. Berberine. Let me actually take a look at that in Amazon. Oh, wow. Comes up in autocomplete pretty quickly. Berberine. I'm going to take a look at that. I want to do some research. What's the difference between these AMPK metabolic activators and berberine? And wait a minute. Here's another one here. Jiaogulan. Jiaogulan. What in the heck is that? It's a AMPK activator too. But that just seems interesting to me. Jiaogulan. Let me open up another window here. What the heck? Where are these words coming from? G-I-A-O. Whoa, okay, that's a thing. All right. This is something that I like doing too. Sometimes I might come in with an idea, but I just see other things that capture my attention. All right, let me go back to here. Just scan some of these keywords here. What else do we see here? A lot of berberine, as we said. 36 out of the 129 keywords have to do with berberine. Now, that right in itself is telling me something. Active PK supplement, AMPK activator. Oh, that was the word that I had come up with. Now, let me just look at this. AMPK metabolic activator. I'm going to take a look at these numbers again that we had verified yesterday. And this is what I liked about it, how the AMPK, there was one guy who was selling 1,000, but most everybody else was selling lower numbers. But now that I'm looking at this, 3 of these are the same brand, which is not a bad thing. These obviously aren't part of the same parent-child relationship. So that's why they're all able to rank right here in the organic search results. But look at this, Jiaogulan's right there. Are there any berberines here? I don't see any oh, no, there's berberine right there. There's another berberine right there. So it seems like berberine might be also a AMPK metabolic activator. I wonder, that's interesting. Let me just take a look at one of these berberines. I don't see anything about AMPK, but they're ranking for it, I'm assuming, because obviously they're on page 1 for it. Let me take a look at this search here. This is the berberine search. Only 326 people have berberine in the listing. That's interesting. How many for metabolic activator? Only 131. Let's take a look at some of these berberine numbers. I'm just curious here. And at the same time, this is another one, the Jiaogulan, 164 results. I'm going to take a look here. All right. Oh, wow. There's some big sellers here. 5,000 units, 1,000 units. Interesting. How about the rating? A bunch of 4 stars here, okay. People have some good listings here. But I wonder if berberine has to do with AMPK. Obviously it does. Let me just Google this really quick. I'm sorry, guys, for going off on a tangent. You see, this is my ADHD. Sometimes I don't stay focused, but this is like kind of pretty interesting to me. So I'm just going to Google berberine AMPK activator. Berberine AMPK activator. Look at this. So, whoa, look at this article right here. Berberine activates AMPK to suppress some kind of processing. Look at all these results that came up using berberine for AMPK activation. All right, guys, is anybody kind of like following what I'm doing here? Do you guys know what I'm about to suggest here? This is interesting. Okay, let me just quickly look at this one now. The Jiao Gulan. Oh man, look at this. This is another good one here. Not that many reviews, but some of these guys are selling like $15,000, $10,000 a month. Nobody has more than 400. My goodness, I've hit a gold mine here. Everybody has optimized listing, but this is another one I might consider doing. And guys, this has happened to me a lot of times where I might be kind of focused. I think I found one product, but as you're researching things, using Magnet, using Cerebro, you might find another related product that kind of ties into it that you wouldn't have even thought about, that maybe you didn't find in Black Box. But hey, there might be some opportunity here as well. I like this. I like this a lot. There is not any one person killing it. But you know what? This right here, all these sentences right here has convinced me about something. What I'm going to do is I am going to do a AMPK activator, but instead of it just being plain AMPK, I'm going to rank a product. I want to design a product based on this AMPK activation, metabolic activation keyword, but I also want to be able to have berberine used in it and rank for the berberine keywords as well. So I'm kind of switching things up here, kind of like different than what I went over yesterday. But you guys follow me? Does that make sense? I think that's doable, right? I'm going to do AMPK activator, but instead of just focusing on that, I want to rank for the berberine keywords as well. So berberine might be my main keyword because this is search for a lot, all right? Let me go ahead and start. Let me do that. Let's look for berberine. What words can be related to berberine? Berberine. All right, so here I go now. I've searched this before. I'm going to do a new search. All right, berberine, milk thistle, berberine with milk thistle. Look at all these words. 255 keywords, but still active PK is coming up in it, is coming up here. Berberine. Look at all these cool keywords. Some of these are searched for a lot. Let me take a look at some more of these. Sometimes what you're going to see in Magnet, guys, is Spanish words. I wonder how do you say berberine in Spanish? Berberina? Maybe let's take a look. Berberina. Oh, there you go. Berberina. Berberina must be the Spanish word for it. Hey, it comes up right here in Magnet, guys. That's a very important key. A very important thing is make sure that you're using the Spanish words that do have, search history on Amazon. Okay. All right. So I'm just completely pivoting. I hope my ADHD has not completely confused you guys, but I started off today thinking that I'm going to do AMPK activator, and I still am, but I'm going to use this berberine ingredient if it also works as an AMPK activator. So now I'm going to base my keyword research on berberine and AMPK instead of just AMPK activator. So how do I do that? I want to see what kind of words are converting and making sales, for the top competitors in this niche. Let me go ahead and open up Cerebro, and I'm just going to pick like a baseline product right here. Let me just pick any random, product right here. I'll just pick this one as my baseline since I don't have a product yet. I'm going to put that right here in Cerebro. It's a reverse Aysen lookup. What a reverse Aysen lookup tool does is it's going to show you all of the keyword phrases that a certain product is ranking for. That's just the base form of reverse Aysen, and almost every reverse Aysen that's ever been made, that's how it works. But Cerebro just is next level, and we've only had this for about 3 or 4 months, and I can't believe nobody else has this yet because this is the best way to find relevant converting keywords for your listing, okay? Don't just base your keyword searches and research on one product. And why do I say that? Because you could have a product, especially in the supplement category, right? Like a berberine, maybe it was on the Dr. Oz show, and all of a sudden, they had some catchphrase on the Dr. Oz show. berberine, if you know what I mean, or whatever, right? And then all of a sudden, the way everybody searched for a certain or that product is berberine, you know what I mean? And so maybe that's going to come up in your Cerebro search for that product. Okay. But then you might think, okay, that's an important keyword for my listing because I'm going to come out with berberine and this guy's a top seller, so I better copy his strategy. But then all of a sudden you don't make any sales for it because what happens is that keyword is only relevant to that product because that was what people use to search for it. So that's why I say don't base your keyword research just on one ASIN. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to compare competing ASINs. I can put up to 10 here, and this is the #1 way to find what is relevant to your buyers, all right? So I'm going to say, hey, if I'm going to come out with a base berberine product, I want to see what are the top selling berberines that are on Amazon right now. So I'm going to run X-Ray, our Chrome extension. You know, we've done this a couple times now, and I'm just going to take a look at some of these top sellers and see. Look at this one, berberine. That one's selling approximately probably 5,000 to 6,000 units a month. I definitely want to compare my compare my potential product to there. I want to see what they're ranking for. Here is another one that's selling, let's see here, 2,000 units a month. Good grief. That's selling a lot. What else? Integrative Therapeutics. This guy is selling 1,000 units a month. All right. What else do we have here? Berberine Plus. That looks similar to what I could want to rank for. So let me take a look at what they're ranking for. And maybe one more. Dr. Whitaker. All right, let's go ahead and take a look. That's also selling over 1,000 units. So again, I'm not trying to base my keyword research just on the top selling one. I want to look at a spectrum of top selling ones in this niche. And then I want to see what keywords they're all ranking for together. Now, the very first search I'm going to do here, it's actually going to show me any keyword that any one of these products are ranking for in the top 306. What does the top 306 mean? Well, if you look here, there's 326 results for berberine, all right? So these are 1 to 24. This one right here, this is page 1, position 1. So this is rank 1, okay? This one, let's just say this is the 16th on this page. This is rank 16. Now, if I were to go all the way to page 14, it would be, what's the last page here? 326. So there it would be ranked, the last thing on page 14 would be quote unquote rank 326. That's the 326th product that shows up when you search this, all right? So that's what is happening here in Cerebro. And it came up with 1,358 keywords. And again, though, this is just any one of these could be converting, right? Or could be relevant to a single product, but it doesn't mean that it's for sure relevant to your product because, again, there could be flukes out there, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to say a minimum of 4 ranking competitors. Or I'm going to go 5. I'm just going to go 5. And so what that means is there's 5 items here. I want to see the list of keywords that all 5 of these are all organically ranking for. So let's go apply because these are top sellers. They know what to do. You know, they are selling more than 1,000 units a month. And if I can find keywords that every single one of them are ranking for, well, that tells me that for sure it's not just, you know, based on one product, but it's based on 5 products. They're all relevant to those products who are the top sellers, and those customers from those products are my potential customers, right? The demographic is similar. Whoever would buy their product is probably somebody who's going to buy my product because I'm trying to market this new product as a berberine supplement that is also for the AMPK people, all right? So let's go ahead and look at this. Now, some of these are ranked pretty low. Like, let me just see here. Yeah, some of these, the competitor rank average might be a little bit lower. So I'm going to say, show me the stuff that's like on page 1. Let's just say if you take the rank out of all 5 of these, divide it by 5, it's going to be somewhere on page 1. Let's go ahead and apply. It takes it from 63 words. Now we're down to 55. Almost all of them already were on page 1. So that's very interesting to me. All right, take a look at this berberine. The competitor rank average is 4.2. All right, so 4.2. Let's see, why is it 4.2? Look at that. 1 is rank number 1. 1 is rank 4. 1 is rank 6. one is ranked 3, one is ranked 7. So they're all on page 1, the very top of page 1. Obviously, this is a super important keyword. You notice we still have exact phrase search volume. They turned this off, the access to this, from 4 days ago. So today is December 18th. This is information that probably was taken about 4 or 5 days ago. If you're watching this video on January 3rd and this is still what you see here, we haven't made a new search volume column, well, you can still trust this because berberine is not going to be searched for 10 times as much in December as it is in 3 weeks. But if you're watching this right now live, this is a number you can trust, around 17,000 searches. This had come from Amazon. All right, so now I'm just looking here at some of these keywords. Berberine supplements, berberine supplement, berberine 500. Look at all these keywords. Now, sometimes you're going to see brand name comes up. Look at this, berberine thorn, thorn berberine. Thorn, I remember, is one of these right there, thorn research. You don't want to put brand names in your listing, not even in your back end. You could get in trouble for that. So yes, all of them are ranking for it, but I guarantee you some of these are the reason why they're ranking for it is because they converted like on an automatic PPC campaign. And that means Amazon indexes them for sponsored products and they're going to come up organically. All right, guys. But right now I'm doing keyword research for what I want to put in my listings, what I might want to do PPC for. And you're more 99% of the time, if it's a known brand, Amazon is not going to let you run a manual PPC campaign for it. It's not going to let you index for it right off the bat. So I'm not even going to put that in my listing. So when you come up with stuff like that, you want to say exclude. So I'm going to say, hey, exclude phrases that contain thorn. That brings me down to 53. There was only a couple of them there. All right, so right here, I have a complete list of keywords, right? And I also have this list of keywords. There's another 255 keywords here. The other thing that I'm going to want to do is I'm going to run this same Cerebro search for the AMPK activator, metabolic activators, the top sellers there. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to combine all these keywords. I'm going to go ahead and go through that tomorrow when I'm making my listing. Or actually, we have a couple minutes here. Are you guys okay? Let me know. You guys are okay to keep going a couple more minutes? Let me just quickly do, just to show you how fast this is, AMPK metabolic activator. Let me go ahead and really quickly run another Cerebro search here. And let's go ahead and pick one item as my baseline here. And let's find some top sellers from the AMPK metabolic activator. So I'm going to go ahead and put this one. That's selling 1,000 units. Here's one that's selling 805, but this is that Jiao Gulan. Jiao Gulan, I don't want to rank for. I don't want to compare myself to or look at those keywords because it's already a lot that I'm trying to rank for berberine and AMPK metabolic activator. So just because it's a top seller here, guys, remember, that does not mean that you need to be using that as your analysis because I'm going to skip this because this might throw off my results and it's going to give me a whole bunch of Jiao Gulan related keywords when my product, I've already decided, is not going to have the Jiao Gulan keyword. So let's go ahead and copy this one. All right. Luz. That means light in Spanish. There's your Spanish lesson of the day. You get Helium 10, an Amazon lesson, and Spanish lessons today. You learned that berberine is called berberina. And here is one more. Is this AMPK? Nope, that's a Jiao Gulan product. So again, I'm not going to include Jiao Gulan. And here is another one here. Pure encapsulation. Nope, I don't even see AMPK. All right, I'm just going to go with 3 of them right here. Reverse search. Yes, that's the one I searched yesterday. So it's going to come up now. So now right here, just within what? That took me another 2 minutes. Now I have a full complete list of hyper relevant keywords to my listing since I'm going to make a berberine product. And now I'm going to also cross-reference. I'm going to also copy this list of keywords for AMPK. And again, what I'm going to do, there's 3 products here. So I'm going to say, hey, ranking competitors 3. And I want to see the ones that are ranking on the average, like page 1. And it takes it from 627 down to 33. So now tomorrow, I'm going to be taking this list of keywords and this list of keywords, and I'm going to show you how to build a listing. All right, guys? Let me know what you think. Is this kind of like, did I go too fast? You guys are like, what in the world is Bradley doing? But this is the cool thing and why I really get like a high when I'm doing this, keyword research, because I came into this thinking, hey, I'm doing this AMPK, product, and I was laser focused on that. But then just because I was doing a research in magnet and cerebral, all of a sudden I saw that berberine was used all over the place, and it just gave me the idea, hey, berberine is by itself a good product, it seems like, even according to the search. But I Googled it, and actually berberine can be considered an AMPK activator. So why not make a product that kills two birds with one stone? That's what I'm all about. I'm like a bird serial killer. I like killing birds with stones. It's terrible when it comes to Amazon, all right? When I do my product launches, we're going to talk about that in another episode, where I try and rank for a whole bunch of different keywords at once, because like I said, those stones, those birds, look out, guys. All right, so this is the kind of fun process that you could do with Helium 10, and you could end up on a product, trajectory that maybe at the beginning of your research you had no idea you were going to do. So tomorrow, what we're going to do, let me go and make my screen big again. Okay, so tomorrow, what we're going to go over is, let me get my notes here. We are going to go over how to write the listing, okay? And we're going to go over some really cool ninja techniques that is really going to help you make that emotional connection with your buyer. So now, though, let us see. What is today's prize? I know that's what you guys were waiting for. What is today's prize? Whoa, this is a good one, guys. Guess what? Today's prize is Bose headphones. Whoa, Bose headphones. Man, can I? I don't have Bose headphones. I got some cheap headphones right here. Where's my head? I don't even know where my headphones are at, but I want some Bose headphones. You guys want some Bose headphones? Right? Who doesn't want Bose headphones, okay? Noise canceling headphones. This is going to be for you. So how are you going to qualify to win? All right, on the right side, if you're watching on a desktop computer, that's where you've been making your live comments. Don't do it there. What I want you guys to do is comment down below. Comment in the comments down below of this, and if you're watching on the replay, that's fine too. You don't have to be watching live to do this. You have until tomorrow to enter before tomorrow's day 3 video launches. So what do you have to comment? I want you to comment the craziest, funniest, or worst product review you've ever seen, and the Aysen where that comment can be found. Again, the craziest, funniest, or worst review you have ever seen, and the Aysen where that comment can be found. I remember the funniest one. I wish I could bring it up to you guys right now. If I knew that this was going to be, I would have brought this. Prepared it, but they just sent me this right now. So the funniest one I ever saw, I saw this on Facebook. You guys have probably seen it, where it was like an inflatable bed or something like that, but it really looked like not a Pop-Tart or something like that. And then somebody wrote in the review, 1 star, this was terrible. I was expecting a giant Pop-Tart, and instead they sent me a bed, or something like that. I don't know if that's a real review, but it was like a meme that was going around in Facebook for a while. That was hilarious. So if you have seen something ridiculous like that, please, post, copy and paste the review. Let us know what Aysen it is right down there, and we're going to announce the winner on tomorrow's video. So again, hope you guys have enjoyed watching today's video on how to do Amazon keyword research. Now tune in tomorrow to learn how to write your listing, how to check if your keywords are being indexed, and how to track your keywords during and after a launch. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure to like the video and subscribe so that you can get the updates on when day 3, 4, and 5 are coming out. You think today's prize was awesome? There's going to be 3 more days of amazing prizes as well. So again, guys, to enter the contest, comment down below craziest review you have ever seen. I'll see you guys on tomorrow's video around the same time. Laters.